How may I help you?
Hi, I have a stomach virus and I just wanted to check in.
Sure. Are you a patient here or
No, I'm in units.
you're a new patient? Okay. So what's your name?
John
John. Last name?
Doe.
Doe. So we have created an entry for you and we will have you see the doctor as soon as possible.
I'm Dr. Hughes, and yeah, I've been teaming up with these nice young undergrads, and they hooked me up with this new medical system, and it's really been helping me out, you know, helping patients, helping everybody, helping the community, so I really appreciate that. So I'll just go ahead and show you guys one of their use cases, which is just simply me logging in. And look at that. Wow. One use case down. Isn't that crazy, guys? I just logged in. These guys are really doing great work.
What's my phone?
Hi, I'm Donnie from Code Red.
And I'm Tiffany from Code Red. And today we're going to be discussing the architecture of our software, Wabi. So first we have the server-client architecture diagram that we're going to be discussing for you guys. And on our client side, we have the web browser, which is just going to display our HTML display. And yeah.
Then we also have the server side. It's the website. It will be like the HTML user interface. And then the web server side where it'll be connected to databases using XML database and the query interfaces.
Right, so we also have two databases that we're going to have connected to each other, as well as our machine learning model. So for the first database that we're going to have is a patient database, which allows information on updating and adding patient info, as well as performing the readmittance prediction, and etc.
And then the other database is used to train the machine learning model. This is the model where we are going to change.
Yeah, we're just going to add changes to this database. This machine learning model. Yeah.
I'm one of the back-end developers for Code Red, and for our Wabi project, I'm just going to go ahead and go over the class diagram again and give you some changes that we implemented and kind of give you an overall idea of where we're at with the whole UML diagram for our class objects. So essentially there was minimal changes to it. We still have a user class that's just been changed to a doctor. More specific, the attributes are still the same with your name, login information, and then that it communicate with the dashboard to actually log you in and validate your credentials. The dashboard entity has a one-to-one with the user. Well, it'll be one for the dashboard and then one or more for users, because obviously multiple users can log into the dashboard. And through the dashboard you can access other objects. Most notably would be the patient records form to insert patient records, and then the patient records database that has all the patient records that you've accessed, as well as you will be able to access the machine learning model that we're going to use for the prediction to provide a pop-up of the prediction percentage or a yes or no answer. That's one of the things we're still working out. As far as the relationship between the patient records form and the dashboard, that's just one, as in like one dashboard for patient records, but the dashboard can have one or more patient records, obviously. So patient records database, and then that would also be one database, multiple records. So one-to-one for the database, and then one or more for the database connection to the actual patient records forms. Lastly is the connection between the database, the patient records database, and the machine learning model. And then we consider it one or more instances of the machine learning model, so it has one or more connections to the machine learning model, even though there's one database. So as far as the machine learning model's connection to the database, it's just one. And that holds true for the machine learning model's connection to the dashboard itself, because you can directly call, say, past readmittance rates, which will come through the machine learning model. And again, you can call multiple instances of the machine learning model. Other than that, that was pretty much it for any type of updates we've done to the class diagram.